Hi guys, my name's Carmen Amelia. You may have recently seen my 30 days of hairdresser tips that I did during the isolation. I started doing it just because I wanted to help people. Obviously I'm not working at the moment, so I had way more time to do the kind of content that I would love to do. I've had YouTube for a really long time now, for about 5 or 6 years, and you may have seen I've uploaded a few random low quality videos, but I really wanted to start trying to do a little bit more on here. I just feel like, why not just give it a go? A little bit about myself. I am a mum of two little girls. I've got a 5-year-old, oh god, I have to think about that. I've got a 5-year-old and a 4-year-old. They're amazing, gorgeous little girls, and obviously it's been quite rough during this isolation period, but at the same time I've just enjoyed spending time with them, getting to kind of mold them in my own way as opposed to like having it done at school. I've been doing lots of homeschooling with them. It's been really fun, and I've had a chance to just kind of focus on doing things like this. So yeah, so today I actually wanted to talk about photo shoots. This is one of the key questions I've been getting in my inbox. A lot of people asking me advice on photo shoots and how you get into the creative industry. My 30 days, which I just did, if you've missed that, I'm going to kind of recap on here, but with a little bit more detail. So today I'm going to be giving just a few tips on how to prep for a photo shoot. So if it's your first photo shoot, or if you're not kind of used to going to photo shoots, this is really going to help you. Or if you just want to know a few extra tips. To be honest, it took me a long time to work out the little tiny details of things that I needed to include whilst packing, or whilst going to a photo shoot. I'd kind of turn up a bit unprepared, to be honest, when I first started, just because I had no direction. I had no clue of what to do. I was really young. So yeah, so I kind of want to be a place that you can come to for a little bit of direction. I've been doing this for 15 years now. I've been working for 15 years as a hairstylist, and for about 10 years as a session hairstylist in the creative world, working in fashion, TV, commercial, you name it, I've done it. So yeah, so hopefully I can help you guys out. If you like my videos, then feel free to send some requests in, what you want to see. I literally want to give you every detail I possibly can. So yeah, without any further ado, here comes the video. First one is obviously pack your bag. Now I'm going to be doing a video about all of the detailed things that you need to pack in your bag, but obviously pack your bag the night before, a couple of days before if you're not working before that. Just make sure that you've got everything that you need for that shoot. So if you're doing someone with afro hair, for instance, hair like myself, on the photo shoot, you want to make sure that you've got the right products, the right tools. You want to make sure you've got a diffuser, some curling products, a tiny little barrel tong, all of those sort of things. Just make sure that you are packing the correct items in your bag so that you can actually do your job in the right way and come across very professional. Okay, so number 2, that actually leads me to number 2, make sure you do your research. So you want to know exactly who the models are that you're going to be working with the next day. Now this isn't always available, but most of the time it is. So I would just ask. There's been times where people haven't provided me with that information. I've sent them a message saying, you know, I need to know who the models are so I can pack the right hair extensions, the right color extensions, the right products, because you don't want to be lugging around like every single thing in your whole entire kit. You want to make sure that you're strategically packing specifically for that shoot. So you want to come across professional, you want to be able to do your job with ease, and the way you're going to do that is to be prepared, guys. So be prepared, find out who the models are. And yeah, number 3, so I've got my little notes here. So number 3 is, yeah, so I always try to mentally prep in advance. So quite often the brands will actually provide you with the hairstyles that they want you to do, but there are times where they don't do that. So whether they do or don't do that, I would say just mentally prep and just have some hairstyles to hand. Just have some form of a mood board. I always come with a mood board, just so that I know, like, if they get stuck on something, that quite often they're like, oh, I don't know what to do next. So I'll be like, oh, you know, I'll put out my ideas and I can kind of give my little touch to the photo shoot. And that's what people really like. They want to see that you're organized. They want to see that you're coming with new ideas. They want to see that you can bring something different to their company and to their brand. So I'd say definitely come with a mood board, come with some hair ideas, mentally prep the day before or a few days before if you can, if you've got time. Number 4 is, right, so this is, it sounds so basic, but I think it's something that a lot of people forget to do, and it can leave you in some serious trouble if you don't have these items. Some key items. I'm going to do a whole video on key items and products and brushes and things that you should be packing in your bag, but just some key items to really remember, guys. Bring a 4-plug or like an adapter plug with you. Bring that with you. You want a long extension lead plug so that wherever you are, you could turn up in a to like a warehouse or something. Your hairdryer is not going to stretch where you want it to stretch. You want to come with a really long extension lead 4-plug so that you've got loads of plugs to use for your tongs, your dryer, for everything. You know, you don't want to turn up with nothing because you're going to be in trouble. You could turn up to a hotel to even do a client's hair, and that could leave you in trouble. They might want to do their hair in a room where there's no like plug sockets nearby, but you've got your extension lead, and that saves the day. So it always makes you look really professional. And I would also say, along with that, carry a transferer. So like the transferers that are worldwide, so like you can get ones for America, for Europe. There's actually been a few times where I've turned up at hotels in London, strangely, and they've had like European or American sockets. So that's always helped me bring in an adapter plug with me, or transfer. I don't know what the right word is for it, but you know what I mean. A plug that works worldwide. You can get the ones that have like every plug on them. I've got one of those. That's always really good, and it always looks very professional again. So yeah, pack that. And then obviously if you've got that permanently in your bag when you go away, when you go abroad, once you start getting into this a little bit more and you get requests to go to other countries, then you've always just got that in your kit, and you don't have to worry about buying a transfer right in the airport. So yeah, definitely that. Okay, so number 5 is make sure that you go through your call sheet thoroughly. Make sure you look at all of the people that are going to be working on the shoot. Make sure you know who everybody's name is. I'm really bad at names, but I like to just do a quick run through just so I have a basic idea of who each person is. I want to know who the photographer is, the person in charge, the makeup artist. Make sure you run through all of these details. It's really important. You can come across really rude if you don't know who people are when you get to set, or if you don't introduce yourself. You'll feel a lot more confident introducing yourself to people if you actually know who they are before you actually meet them. So I definitely recommend, you know, going through your call sheet properly, checking who everyone is. And that leads me to I think that's my final tip. Okay, so my final tip is, this is on your call sheet as well. Obviously the location is going to be on your call sheet. Guys, please, it has happened to me before. I'm not perfect. It's happened to me before where I haven't checked the location properly, or even someone's put an incorrect address. That is the number one thing that happens when there's like a mistake. Someone will put like one address, like whoever's in charge of the call sheet, but then the location, like the name of the building for instance, is a totally different address. So you want to make sure that you run through these details really thoroughly. I use the Maps app on my iPhone. You can also use the TfL apps, like, you know, the train ones, to work out your whole entire journey from home to the location. You want to make sure that you check these details really thoroughly, that you've tested like a thorough run through of the whole entire journey, because there's nothing worse than obviously living in London and it's rush hour and you're trying to figure out where you should be going. I mean, it's happened to me before. I've ended up in the rain, you know, waiting on Ubers an hour late, not because of myself, but simply because maybe, like I said, the person got the addresses mixed up who did the call sheet, and then, you know, it falls on me, and that's by me not doing enough research. So I definitely recommend doing as much research as you can, running through your entire journey from home to the location. Do this, guys, and honestly, it won't fail you. So that's it. So those were just a few tips that I wanted to put together for you guys, just to kind of get the ball rolling. If you can, just send me any requests about either hair, the industry, even like how to hair things or anything about mum life. I'm just trying to feel it out at the moment, so it'd be really helpful if you could just send me your questions and let me know what you want to see, and let me know if you like this video, and yeah, then maybe I'll make some more. Thank you guys, have a lovely day.